Hey, this is Travis. Welcome to Time Rich Steps. Here's where we talk about the top crypto and stock news. Let's start our financial independence journey now. Hello, glad to see you, and welcome to Time Rich Steps. Here on this channel, we want all our listeners to become time rich. And what that means is that we're not trading time for money. Most people go to a job for 8 hours a day or more, and they do things to make money, and they trade time from their family, kids, and other activities they can do to try to help other people. Well, if you are time rich, that means you have done all the things that you need to do in order to make money, and money continue to be made for yourself, and you can have the time to be with your kid or with your love interest or wife, or you can use that time to try to help others. If you want to help build homes for Habitat for Humanity or any other good thing that you could do. So I like to focus on 3 aspects. I call these hard assets. One would be your home and land. That's a hard asset. Once you have that, you have secured safety for yourself, shelter, the basic thing that you need to try to help survive. And it's a hard asset because it's in short supply, believe it or not. Many people will never own a home, and homes, go up in value. So that's very important. I'm a big proponent of Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will be the future. So I consider that a hard asset because, it's not so much of it. It's a limited supply. And I believe it's just going to continue to go up in value as more and more people see it as a way to break away from the normal financial system. And I believe in companies. Now, this is not necessarily a hard asset, but I think companies are going to always exist in some type of form. You're going to have a company that's going to make things. And people are going to want to invest in those companies. So you're going to have stocks. So I say you should always have stocks that's going to continue to go up in value as well as you pick the winners. Well, let's get to the news. All right, so the big news for today is inflation rose at a 4% annual rate in May, the lowest in 2 years. So this is important is because we have been hit hard when it comes down to inflation. And inflation has been all over the world. It's not just a United States thing. Actually, the United States has one of the lowest inflation rate in the world. There are other countries that have lower than us, but we have one of the lowest inflation rates. Okay? Now it says the inflation rate cooled in May to its lowest annual rate in more than 2 years, likely taking pressure off the Federal Reserve to continue raising interest rates, the Labor Department reported on Tuesday. So this is important because as I talk about cryptocurrency and the stock market, technology companies, when the inflation rate goes down, people would like to take more risk, and they will invest in high-flying technology companies. Also, when it comes down to cryptocurrency, people like to take more risk, and they'll invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So if the interest rates are going down, that means the Fed will probably not raise the rates again. They suggest that they're going to take a pause. And that's just good for um, cryptocurrencies and the stock market in general, especially the technology companies. Okay, let's move on. Um, let's talk about something with real estate. Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon warns of pain ahead for commercial real estate. So some of you out there may own some commercial real estate. With the pandemic and the situation that we're in now, what happened from the pandemic. Of course, the pandemic is over with. You have many people out there that's still working from home, and I think that trend is going to continue. And with interest rates being raised, you have these companies that can't afford to pay on their loans, and they're just going to have to leave the real estate, the commercial buildings or whatever they have bought. They're just going to have to leave it. They're not going to be able to afford to keep it if they can't get someone to cover their costs, their debt. Maybe refinance a loan or something to try another investor to try to keep them afloat. Okay, it says Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon said Monday that his bank will disclose markdowns on commercial real estate holdings as the industry grapples with higher interest rates. So, markdowns, that means that, hey, they gave some money out, and the people they gave the money out to did not or could not pay them back. So it's losses for the bank. And, those that are looking for a great opportunity to maybe get into commercial real estate, just wait your time to the bottom of this particular market, where prices of these buildings and different things are going to go down. Then you come in and buy. But I feel for the people who maybe overextended themselves and cannot afford these buildings. Maybe they're not able to rent them out, or they're not making money with them, and they are in trouble now. Okay. All right. Let's go on to some cryptocurrency news. So this is XRP. Okay, let's give a shout out to the XRP army out there. XRP prices jump as Hinman speech released in Ripple Labs filing. Okay, so Hinman suggested in his 2018 speech that Bitcoin and Ether were not securities in his view. Okay, that is very important because that's what's going on now today with the SEC, with Binance and Coinbase, Robinhood, affecting the whole cryptocurrency market, our industry. The SEC is, when they come out and say that you are a security, still today, it moves markets. It makes different tokens or coins start to go down. People start selling. So this the XRP people, they was waiting for this. They sued and wanted this hidden speech to be released, so that they think that the XRP currency is not a security, that it's a commodity. And many people in the cryptocurrency want that to happen so that the heat from the SEC can go away. So it says XRP prices jumped 7.4% in the past 24 hours to book nominal gains in the broader crypto market as traders likely bet on a favorable outcome for payments company Ripple Labs in its ongoing Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. So, Sol and Ada and Polygon recently has been labeled as a security. And those currencies dropped significantly by 20%. So this is a very important um, battle that's going on. But now, if you ask me, when you buy stocks, different things on the stock market, they are securities. And so eventually this will, this labeling of coins to be security is going to have less effect. Um, but today it has effect because some of these coins, they cannot afford the legal battle or all the requirements that you have to keep up with in order to be a security. So that's why it's greatly, greatly important now. You know, um, so if you're in cryptocurrencies, especially if you're a beginner, you want to just stick to the two biggest, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those two, as of right now, most likely are commodities. And Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my opinion, at this point, especially Bitcoin, not going anywhere. So those are the two that you definitely want to stick to. All right. Well, you know what? I do not want to take much of your time. I appreciate you coming by. Please subscribe. And this is the type of news that I'll be covering on a weekly basis. You have a great day. Appreciate you.